Hey YouTube, about 4.5 weeks ago I went to something called the Midwest Gaming Classic. It was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, actually in a town called Brookfield. It's basically one of the biggest Midwest trading shows that they have. It's basically people from all over the country bring their retro items that they want to sell or trade, mostly sell. There's also a huge pinball convention, so people from all over the country bring their own personal pinball machines, set them up. A lot of them were for free play, although I don't think all of them were. But I went for basically the retro gaming aspect of it, and I wanted to talk about some of the pickups that I made while I was there. The first thing I wanted to show you was this Nintendo controller, a Nintendo Mega controller. So it's a programmable controller. You can do turbo fire, slow motion. I think you can do macros and stuff like that. And there's a place in the back where you can put batteries in, I think, so that it retains the memory. I haven't actually used it yet. I've never seen it before, so I thought it was pretty cool. I think I picked it up for about $5. I also picked up a Famicom game. It's Transformers Mystery of Convoy. I don't really know anything about it, but I love the Transformers, so I picked this up. I'll probably play it eventually. Picked up a couple of TurboGrafx 16 games. First one is China Warrior, some sort of a fighting game. I haven't actually played it yet. And Clax, which is a puzzle game. This was on many different systems, including the Nintendo, probably the Sega Genesis. For those of you who don't know what a TurboGrafx 16 is, it's a system that came out about the same time as the Nintendo. Instead of cartridges, it uses these little cards. They're really thin. It's probably my favorite system, second only to the original Nintendo. Just thought it was really unique the way the card system worked. Not the first system to use it though. I believe that was the Sega Master System. Actually released some games in card format. And for the Nintendo DS, got a game called Big Bang Mini. It's got a lenticular cover, kind of moves. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's basically a puzzle type game. I don't know if it's going to focus on that or not. There we go. I think I paid $10 for this. Next I got a complete in-box copy of F1 Race for the original Game Boy. I used to love this game as a kid. It's one of the first games I got for my Game Boy, and I really didn't know that many people that had the game. I think only one other person. Cool thing about this game is that it comes with the 4-player adapter, so you could connect 3 other Game Boys up to this, and then your main system hooks up to this part, and then all 4 of you could race at the same time. I think, like I said, I only ever played with one other person at the same time because most people didn't have the game, but it was one of my favorites. I played it a lot, especially when we went on road trips. Let's see. I got some Nintendo manuals. I'm a big NES collector. I like to get the manual in the box as well, but I usually start off just getting the game. So I picked up some manuals for some games I already had. One is Funhouse, which I used to love this TV show. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not. Basically a game show for kids where they run around to compete for prizes and things. I used to love watching this show. Legacy of the Wizard. Pretty sure I paid $2 each for these manuals. Kirby's Adventure. Millipede. Tecmo World Wrestling. Infiltrator, pretty boring manual compared to the others. And Double Dragon 3. Pretty excited about this manual. It's one that's a little harder to come by. I got this one for $2 as well. I got one PlayStation 2 game. It's called Suganai. It's by Atlas, and I always try to pick up every Atlas game that I find, and I hadn't seen this one yet. It's complete with the manual. I haven't actually played it, so I don't know much about it. But it's Atlas, so it can't be too bad. Okay, I also picked up some NES boxes that I had, that I needed. Sorry. I got a couple of boxes that I didn't actually have the game to yet. One is Mule, and it's not in super great shape. It's not really torn or anything. It's a little creased in some places, but once the game is in there and everything and it's closed, it looks pretty good. The other one is Adventures of Rad Gravity, another game that I don't have yet, but I bought the box anyway. I think I got all the boxes that I'm going to show you, I think I got for $1 a piece. So this one's even rougher than the Mule box, but still in pretty good shape. And again, once the game is in there and it's closed, it'll look pretty good. The flap is kind of torn on this one, but it was $1. Okay, this is I already had this box, Destiny of an Emperor, but I didn't have the game itself, and so I picked up the box here. Hopefully there's not too much glare. I put it in one of these plastic covers that helps keep the games nice and clean. I ordered the covers off of eBay. They're about $1 a piece when you buy 25 at a time. Now these 3 games I bought complete at the convention. I already had 2 of the games, but I didn't have the box or the manual, and I think I paid like $6 for each one. First one is Mickey Mousecapade. $6 is, see, you got part cut off here, but still is in pretty good shape. The box itself is not torn up or anything. Second one is the all-new Junior Edition of Wheel of Fortune. Again, I already have this game, but I didn't have the box. No, I'm sorry. I already have the game, yeah, but I didn't have the box. But it came with the game and the manual and the box all together. So I got a complete edition plus cartridge that I already had. It's in pretty good shape. My last one is Airwolf, which I also used to watch this TV show. I thought it was really cool. I love the helicopter. I already had I didn't have this game, so this was a new pickup for me. Complete in box. Okay, all of the rest of the games that I'm going to show you, I already had the game. Some of them I have the manual, but I didn't have any of the boxes, so now I do. The first one is American Gladiators. There's a little bit of fading on this box. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it still looks pretty good. Next one is Solar Jetman. This is one of my favorite Nintendo games when I was younger. I used to love playing this. The Hunt for the Golden Warship. And you can put in codes at the beginning, and I like to try to just pick random codes, basically by putting in all the same letter for everything. Sometimes it would take you to strange areas and different worlds. I don't know if they were legitimate codes or not. Okay. Next is Godzilla, Monster of Monsters. Again, this one is a little rough around the edges, but it still looks pretty good. Next is Mystery Quest, which I don't think I've ever played, but it was a nice looking box, and I like to have things complete. Next is Smash TV. This game is a lot of fun playing with somebody else. It's pretty hard if you're playing by yourself. Next is Wrath of the Black Manta. And you can see some fading over here on this side. It's not supposed to be that faded. But the box was in pretty good shape. And it was only $1, so. Next is Yoshi's Cookie. A little bit of fading over here on this side. And oh, there's a tear here in the back. I don't know if you can see that or not. But again, only $1. This game is Galaxy 5000. It's a little bit harder to find game with the box. I didn't have this game or the box or anything, but I saw this at one vendor's table and decided to. I talked him down a few dollars. It is complete with the manual, but the manual is a little rough inside. That's how I was able to talk him down. It's basically a space racing game. And the final game is Shockwave. It's another game that I did not own, and I found it complete in box, and I don't remember what I paid for it. I think $10. So these make nice additions to my collection. Definitely glad that I have those now. At some point I may show you my complete in-box collection. You can see part of it behind me back there with the Miracle piano at the top. That's full of complete in-box Nintendo games. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video, and thanks for watching.